We have a team for Aaron Rodgers. He is a Pittsburgh Steeler. He will be out on the practice field later today. He'll do his first availability with the Pittsburgh media since signing with the Steelers over the weekend. And just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of insight into how he got there and then the deal that he's coming in on. Now, I think the important thing to remember here as he hits the practice field today is they're not going from ground zero. This is something that's been in the works, of course, for the last 3 months. We have a soup to nuts account of all of it on the mmqb.com right now. You can check that out. But really, this goes back to the middle of March and the level of trust that Mike Tomlin and Omar Khan and the Steelers brass was able to build with Aaron Rodgers all the way back then. And they did take a swing on Matthew Stafford. Now, they never really thought that was going to happen, but they did touch base with the Rams on that. They believed all along that he was going to want to remain in Los Angeles and playing for Sean McVay, which wound up being the case. They did look at bringing Justin Fields back, although I think there were some limits to how far they were willing to go there. And if Justin Fields was going to have the opportunity to go be the guy somewhere else, that might be hard for Pittsburgh to match. And then you had Aaron Rodgers. And by the middle of March, that came into focus that he was going to be their target. March 21st, they bring him into the building. They actually snuck him in through a construction entrance. And the dialogue's been ongoing since then. Arthur Smith and the offensive staff did the same sort of deep dive on Rodgers that they did on Russell Wilson and Justin Fields last year in order to build last year's offense. They went through his past, multiple years, Packers tape, Jets tape, to look at how to best build an offense for him. And so the bones of the offense has been built over the last 3 months. They've stayed in touch with Aaron Rodgers. They didn't feel the need to air any of the progress they'd made publicly. And because of that level of trust was maintained. I don't think the Steelers ever had much of a doubt at all that Aaron Rodgers was going to be their starting quarterback. There was a lot of noise over the last 2 months. Are they really going to go forward with Mason Rudolph? It was never the belief. The belief was that Aaron Rodgers was going to be there. Now he is there. Again, he'll be introduced to the Pittsburgh media for the first time today. And one more, and as far as the contract he's coming in on, it's a 1-year deal, $13.65 million in base pay. $10 million of that's guaranteed. He's got $5.85 million in incentives. Those incentives are tied to winning league MVP. That's $1.5 million of it, and then the rest of it is tied to playtime and playoff achievement. And so all of it's going to be based on how far the Steelers go, and of course, whether or not he is the starting quarterback, which you presume, barring injury, he will be. So good deal for the Steelers. If he maxes it out at $19.5 million, he'll have won the MVP. They'll have won the Super Bowl. I'd say that's a good deal all the way around, given what the going rate is for quarterbacks in today's NFL.